Hello, welcome back one and all to City Skylines 2, and boy, do we have a lot to get on with. As I said in the last episode, I was going to finish off this area down here, which I have. I've also expanded a few other little places. I've put some big skyscrapers into here, so this area is starting to look very big. It just looks weird. It looks very odd, just randomly placed like that. You've got regular neighborhood and then big skyscrapers. And now we have a bunch of things that I am completely confused about. The high rent, I've had to look this up and I haven't really got to the bottom of it. There's a lot of people complaining about it being a bug, so I have no idea if that is actually the case. The other thing you need to do is check what the people here, and all of them are uneducated. I don't know how to make people more educated. I've put plenty of schools and stuff, so I think we're gonna have to put like universities, med schools, stuff like that. We're leveled up not too long ago actually, and I was able to buy a bunch of the map tiles around here, which is what we wanted to do, so I can make the highway go down to the south, and we can actually start filling in this area of the city as well. I also bought some of the map tiles up here because our industrial zone has so much demand that we have to do something about it. So I'm hoping that I could put a couple bridges across here and expand it onto this island a little bit more. It's not a great island to be building on, but we can kind of smooth it off a little bit with the landscaping tool. Garbage Island here, slightly different from the last episode. I tried expanding the island slightly, again with the landscaping tool. Everything broke. I'm fairly sure I have I have risen the sea level. I don't know how I've done that. The water level is now higher than it used to be. So there are trees that are starting to go into the water that weren't before. So the city's looking good. However, we are now at nearly 40,000 people in our city. We are losing money. Like 10 minutes ago, before I started recording, we were actually making money. We were actually making $5,000 an hour. So I don't know how that works. But the big problem that we're starting to get, other than this rent thing, which we have to figure out this episode, because people are starting to leave the houses and it's all starting to be abandoned. People here are unhappy and I don't know why. But the one thing I did see online while trying to research the high rent problem is when you start getting to around 30 to 40,000 people, traffic jams will start appearing much more regularly. Which means today my grand plan for this episode is a complete rework of our road system. Now I don't mean all of the roads going down, up and down in here and in here, because they're working. Nothing's wrong with those. It's the big intersections and it's the highway, it's all that which is causing a lot of problems. And we've got plenty of money, no need to worry about that. So let's pause time because we're about to delete a lot of stuff. And when I say delete a lot of stuff, unfortunately, yes, that does mean I'm going to be deleting the railway that I so proudly built in the last episode, because we'll rebuild it better at some point. Okay, it is time to start deleting this highway. I'm not entirely sure where all these cars are going to go, but oh well. Oh boy, I really hope this works. If this doesn't work, then yeah, we have got some fairly major problems to fix. Okay, so a few bits of road deleted, and now we have to build some more. What I wanted to do was the highway to come in here, curve around onto this island, and down here. So this area is free to build on, and up here as well. Yes, that works. Fantastic. That is exactly what I wanted. Thank you, game, for working. And now we continue it down here. Another bridge. Connect the roads. You across there. Are they symmetrical? They're symmetrical enough. Well, that took a lot longer to build than I expected. And what really confused me was the fact that this end is 3 lanes and this end is only 2. So, yeah, that really confused me. But that highway is now done. And all we need to do is put an intersection somewhere down here in order for people to get into our city. All we need is an intersection? A big one or a small one? I'm not sure. What's going to be the best for the traffic situation? If I did that, would that work? I'm sure that would work. We could put it just off of this bridge here. Now we need to build the roads, and I can upgrade these to 3-lane, just like that. And then we need to connect these, and again we upgrade these to 3-lane. And does that line up? Yes, it does. So now people come into the city here. This is going to be a major problem with traffic at some point, but you know what? We'll figure that out when it gets to it. Everywhere I go, there's always a power line in the way. Okay, so the traffic situation is probably going to be very problematic. Okay, I've been busy. Very busy, in fact. I don't even know where to start of what I've changed. There's a lot different. Just go back earlier in the video, have a look at what it looked like, and now have a look at it now. That's what's different. But that's going to be the easier way of describing what I've changed. So, a couple of these things need to go by the roads, so that means I've got to move them over here. Okay, are we ready to turn the traffic back on? Let's turn traffic on and witness what carnage is about to unfold. Okay, pause time. What have I done? So why have some places got electric and others don't? And why does this place not have water? Well, you've got water flowing to you, so you should have water. Oh, I'm really confused. Okay, was that good? Now if we start time again, people have got electricity back. And water. Water is now Water is no longer a problem. So, what demand do we have now? The residential we are going to sort out pretty much instantly. We have no problems to sort that out. Commercial, we still have people complaining of customers, so I'm not entirely sure what that's all about. We also need the industry. So industrial zones, let's try. I can just see this being a pain. This is going to be a pain, isn't it? Well, let's try and build a bridge, and it works first time. Of course it does. I don't understand bridges in this game. Half the time they don't build, half the time they do. I just don't know. It's not going to look pretty, but it is going to do the job that we need it to do. And they all need sewage, because the bridges don't have that. That has solved our problem with industry. Now, how is the traffic situation looking? It's not looking good. How's our money situation? It's not looking good. I wonder how many times I'm going to have to name an episode Too Much Traffic, because that just seems to be every single time I open this game. That's just what happens. That's the story of this game, is too much traffic. I mean, it is annoying, but at the same time, I can understand why it's doing that. These things are happening, and now I think it's just kind of a case of filling up the city with stuff, with more roads, more infrastructure. But all we need to do is just slowly start building more and more stuff. Why is there so much traffic here? Can we fix that by putting and upgrading this to 2 lanes? Is this now the only entry point into the city? It is. That's why we're getting so much traffic there, because that is the only way in. Okay, I've got an idea. And here is my plan. I've put another highway intersection here, on the other side of the city, so people can get into there. Yep, I think that's going to work. So, no problem so far. No power outages. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of things left to do with the road network, and this is going to take a very long time to actually do, so I'm not kind of anticipating doing all of it in this episode. It's going to have to be spread across a few episodes just for the roads. So yeah, I know I really did want to do and start trying to get the trains to work, but at the moment I think I just need to focus on getting the city physically working. because at the moment it's still got lots of complaints and I don't know how to fix those. Oh, don't tell me I've just been putting one-way systems in. Oh no. I think building this area is definitely the next thing. What was that? Electricity bottleneck. Again? Oh dear. It's not producing enough electricity, basically. I know exactly how I'm going to solve the problem for now, and that is with another power station. Why have you got no sewage now? Should we put a wastewater treatment plant down? Yep. Let's put a wastewater treatment plant as well. Is that going to stop people complaining? Excellent. I think this entire episode is just going to be focusing on trying to please people because things are going wrong. Well, we can... Oh, we're making money. We are making money again. Is that because we're now selling loads of power to the grid? A Ludo Square. It's a new signature building. Life is about fun and games in this residential building that houses a famous toy store on the bottom floor. I'm sure that will be helpful. Oh no, not again. We've got another electricity bottleneck. Is this because I destroyed the transformer stations? Let's put a transformer station there. Do that. Okay, that's fine for now. And it's snowing again. We've done over a year now. I didn't realise that we'd actually done a year. But we have a new road network, which is what the aim of today's episode was to do. Was to revamp the road network, try and stop traffic jams. On screen there is only two. We have one up here and one down here. So that's good. We're making loads of money now. I'm going to really try for the next episode to get as many of those blue dots gone. Continue building down here as well. We can fill this entire area with more houses, some more shops. We need to put some more office buildings in as well. Because we've got a big high demand for offices again. What else have we got to do? I think pretty much everything is going well. We've got good education. We have a good fire department coverage of pretty much everything that we need. And that's going to do it for today's episode. We've done quite a lot. It's been a bit boring for you to watch. Sorry about that. It's mainly been roads and power outages. That's the only two things that have happened in this entire episode. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Leave a like down below and let me know what you want to see. If you know what the problem is with the high rent, let me know down below because I have no idea. But I will see you all in the next one. Until then, bye bye!